Hey, now it's time for this next recipe called slow cooked meatloaf and potatoes. Serve six, and it cooks up in 6 hours. This slow cooked meatloaf and potatoes couldn't be any easier. It's mixed in just one bowl and cooked up in a slow cooker, so you can just throw it together and forget about it until it's ready. Here's what you need: 5 potatoes peeled and cut into 2-inch chunks. You can use red potatoes, Yukon Gold potatoes. I don't know if you could use russet potatoes, but we'll have to wait and see in this what the recipe, what kind of potatoes the recipe calls for. It's not really specific, but it just says potatoes. That's all it says. All right, 2 pounds of ground beef. And of course, you can use an 85-15 or 90% lean or 93% lean. Those will work just fine in this one. That would minimize the amount of excess fat in there. So it's not only great in the slow cooker, but it's also good for us. Half a pound of hot Italian turkey sausage, casings removed. Very important to remove the casings. You can use it with a knife. Not kitchen shears, because it would leave a mess all over the place. And a large onion finely chopped, 1.5 cups of ketchup divided, 3/4 of a cup of crushed butter for their crackers. Of course, Ritz is what they're after. 2 eggs, 2 teaspoons of salt, 1/3 of a cup of packed light brown sugar, and a half a teaspoon of prepared yellow mustard. French's, the brand, is what you're after. So here's how you start this recipe off. You place your potatoes in the bottom of a 3.5 quart or larger slow cooker, and yes, you can use a 6 quart if you want to. In a large bowl, combine beef, sausage, onion, 3/4 of a cup of ketchup, cracker crumbs, eggs, and salt, and mix it all well. You place it over potatoes, and you shape to form a loaf. That's very important that you shape it to form a loaf. Because you want to get just right, don't you? Well, in that same bowl, combine the brown sugar, mustard, and remaining ketchup. Mix it well. Spread over top of the loaf. Cover and cook on a low setting for 6 to 10 hours. Drain off any excess liquid that you have left over, and then you serve it on this. You can serve it on a nice platter, and you could have it put on plates as well. So yeah, the slow cooked meatloaf and potatoes. You've never had meatloaf until you've had it in a slow cooker. So log on MrFood.com to find this recipe, and this will be a great weeknight meal when we're all in a hurry. So give this one a try. There's another recipe coming up. Don't go away.